Welcome back to a new Looney Tunes Show video, and we're back with a new reviewing of my favorite episodes of the Looney Tunes Show, and this is another one from the first season that I enjoy. And yeah, it starts with Bugs calling Daffy, saying that they're gonna be late for the movie, and what is Daffy wearing? Yeah, I don't know what he's wearing, and he's saying that he's getting a student discount. And yeah, saying that they're going to take his parade float. And of course, Bugs is not wanting to drive in it. And yeah, he's like, what are you, the man in the relationship? And of course, Bugs is like, we're not in a relationship. And he's like, this man is wearing the dress today. So you can just leave your wallet here. Because I'm driving. That's what Daffy is saying. And even grabs his purse. And he even tells Bugs to put on a diaper. Because he says babies get in for free. And yeah, this elderly lady is fast to go up this pole. And yeah, this police officer comes because Daffy passed a red light. A stop sign. And then he's roasting this officer, and he's like, can I see your driver's license? And he's like, what's a driver's license? Yeah, Daffy does not have a driver's license. You know that's illegal to drive without a driver's license. So yeah, gonna have to get his car towed, which he's then been told you can get your vehicle back once you get a driver's license. And yeah, his parade float is getting taken away, and yeah, he's chasing after it, and Bugs is like, what a man. And then Bugs gets a call from Lola and nearly gets hit by Lola. Yeah, Lola literally almost hits Bugs. And they passed through 2 stoplights. And yep, once again, police officer pulls them over. And Lola is like, I can't go to jail. I'm too pretty. I wouldn't last a day. And she's like, no, I'll get real muscular. My voice will get really deep. I'll run the place. And she's like, hi, officer. In a deep voice. And of course the officer is like, can I see your driver's license? And yeah, going through the different things in her purse. And yeah, just not finding her driver's license. H&H saying is not her driver's license. Even a picture of Bugs. And this basketball card. And this fortune cookie. And then, yeah, guess what? Apparently Lola does not have a driver's license either. Like, yeah, Daffy and Lola are both driving without a driver's license. And then, yeah, Daffy is waiting at the DMV application area and telling the lady to give him a license. Which, of course, is like, you have to take a test. And they keep saying, what is this? Sultanate Russia? Something like that. Sultanate Russia? They keep mentioning that. Because sometimes Daffy would say, Canada, that's why Canada is killing us these days. Sometimes that's what Daffy would say also on this show. And yeah, he's taking what he believes is the test. He believes it's the test after all this working and working. But of course, that was just the application to take the test. And he's like, those questions were impossible or hard. And he didn't know what to put for gender. And yeah, doesn't want this flyer. And then yeah, he takes it. And then Lola saying that test was impossible. Again, it was just the application to take the test. And then, yeah, Daffy is taking the test, and he's like, these questions are impossible. And then the guy at the front is like, no talking. And then Daffy is like, Ronald Reagan is right. And just starts writing. And then, yeah, Lola thinking that she's got it all memorized, even though she read it awfully fast. And yeah, Daffy, of course, failed. And he's like, do you know who I am? What do you think the D in the DMV stands for? And he's like, it stands for department. Which, I'm not sure if that's actually true. And he's like, I'm Daffy department duck, and he's like, "Sir, you get two chances." And then we see, or Daffy sees Lola at the DMV, and then Bugs gets a call from Lola, and he's like, "I'm not helping you cheat." And yeah, Daffy is also doing the same thing, and yeah, he gets caught by the security guard, and then he's like, "What is this, Sultan's Russia?" Again, the same thing about Russia. And yeah, calls Porky, which, yeah, Porky is saying that he's getting his dry cleaning to Bugs, but no, he's at a restaurant. Why is he saying that he's getting dry cleaning when he's actually at a restaurant? I don't get that. And yeah, Bugs is still waiting, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, they messed up my order. I mean, my dry cleaning." Like, still, why are you saying you're doing your dry cleaning, but you went to get food? And yep, Porky gets pulled over, and yep, he looks at Bugs like, "Oh, you again." And yeah, Porky, I will get it eventually, is saying, "What did I do? I followed the rules of the road and read the book every night before bed." And of course, he's saying he can't drive a vehicle and talk on the phone without a hands-free device. And yeah, also he's gonna have to step out of the vehicle because his license expired. So yeah, Porky's having to go to the DMV. And yeah, Daffy sees Porky doing his test and even trips him and switches test. And yeah, Daffy handing the test over to the guy, which of course him saying that he's got a perfect score, and he actually passed the test. And he says that Porky failed. And of course, yeah, you know, Daffy switched test with Porky. And yeah, Bugs calls Speedy, wondering if he got his license. And yeah, we see Sam, Yosemite Sam, as the test driver, or as the guy doing testing Daffy. And of course he's so short that he can't even see where they're going. And yeah, Porky then bumps into Lola, and they drop test again. And yeah, Lola passes while Porky fails. Like, poor Porky. He gets his test. He gets his test, like, you know, getting taken, but ending up in the wrong hands. And like, did I at least come close? Not really. And yeah, Daffy is a dangerous driver, I would say. And yeah, of course, once again, Yosemite Sam can't say anything, and he keeps telling Daffy if he's good, and how's it going, and he's like, "Great." And yeah, we see Speedy in the tiny car, and Daffy, or Bugs, is like, "How am I supposed to get in that?" And he's like, "I'm on a lunch rush, I can't be doing this." And yeah, Speedy nearly gets hit by by Daffy. And yeah, he gets a pass. There is no way. I mean, if Sam had a booster seat or something, then yeah, he could tell that Daffy does not need a license. And then yeah, he actually does get this booster seat to sit in, and it's saying how embarrassing it is. And then yeah, Lola saying Sam, and then she's like, "You look awfully familiar." Driver's license. And then they go through and like, "I'm gonna take more than just take a right." And yeah, she just goes crazy. Lola just goes crazy, does all these different things, going underneath this plane, in this cornfield, literally racing a train, which yeah, that is very deadly. Trying to outrun a train, and doing all these wacky, crazy things, even jumping this bridge. And then she's like, "Did I pass?" And she even writes that she passed. And then saying that she recognizes him, that it's Bugs' neighbor. And yeah, Bugs is just trying to get a ride from anybody. And yeah, Porky's just done trying to take the test. And yeah, Daffy comes out with his driver's license, and Lola comes out with her driver's license. And yeah, Daffy is having to drive Porky home, and he's like, how do you get out of here? And yeah, he crosses these two arrows, and he's like, he just read about that, and gets pulled over by the same police officer. And he remembers that he left his wallet that has his driver's license at home. So yeah, his vehicle's having to be towed. And I don't know what is up with this guy looking at Porky like that. And yeah, Bugs is like, I'll just walk home. And then we end it with Daffy dressing up as a little girl again. And asking for a movie ticket. And of course, he tries acting like a baby again. Acting like an actual baby in a stroller. And then having the security guard take him away. I don't know what is up with Daffy. Yeah, another good episode. Like to know what y'all think. Catch you next one.